Ready for Bolero Jacket, episode 2 of our jacket variations. Welcome, creative minds. So today we are going to be making this beautiful Bolero jacket. Bolero jacket is a short tailored jacket that typically ends above or at the waist, is known for its structured fit and open hand, usually without buttons or zippers. Boleros are stylish and versatile, used in both casual and formal wear. Welcome. So right here on my table, I have my pattern draft, I have my basic bodice draft to the waistline. If it's your first time of visiting DOSEfashions Academy channel, click on the subscribe button and go there right now and watch how to make this that is made on this cardboard paper over here. So I made 42, and then search for basic bodice block, and every other video you will watch, they are also there for you to make use of. So I have all my darts for the front and then for my back. That is for my front. I have my shoulder, I have my standard waist darts, and then I have my bust darts. And then on the back, I only have the standard waist darts. I'm not going to be putting the shoulder darts for this back or for this particular project. So for these two, we are going to be using these two pattern piece, and then one is for the built-up neckline and the other is just for ordinary bolero. If you want it without any built-up neckline, or you want to attach a short neckline, any neckline you want to attach to it. So first of all, let's go ahead and do that of the neckline. That's of the that's of just bolero, no neckline. So I'm going to be dividing my pattern into two. And then after dividing into two, the next thing we want to do now is to bring out our pattern from this paper here. So every of our pattern, we are going to be bringing it from this paper. So that means that brings us to trimming off every other thing. So I just put a margin line of 1 inch for the center front, and the center front on the center back on the other side, and then the upper part, just 1 inch about margin line. So your margin line, you can just draw it of half an inch or 1 inch. So right now I'm cutting out my pattern. Mary Adeden is my name, and I'm happy to give your creativity expressions. So there is my shoulder dart. So don't forget, before you cut it off, remember to return your shoulder dart before you cut it off. So when you put your shoulder dart, put it back. That is why you see my armhole that is coming out from there. Like I said, when you watch the basic bodice block very well, take your time, you're going to know how to do this. That is why I said the basic is important. Know how to do it, because every of our videos are still coming back to basic, all the basic block we have learned so far. So right now, after cutting it out, I'm dividing my dart same way we've been doing. I'm going to be closing my shoulder dart, and then I'm going to be opening my bust dart. So anytime you want to close your shoulder dart, if you're not using your shoulder dart in your project, you will close your shoulder dart and then you're going to open your bust dart. So I'm not going to be needing my shoulder dart here. I'm going to close it up, and then I'll be using my shoulder dart. Like I said, like opening my bust dart. DOSEfashions Academy is where we help you to give your creativity expressions. We bring classes to your home. We encourage you to learn at your space with DOSEfashions Academy. Okay, so we have scheduled classes for you wherever you are. So right click there, my dart has been transferred from the shoulder and is right now on my bust. But for the bolero, you know, bolero is going to be tapered. We're going to try to cuff it to about around the size seam, so it doesn't have really much on the front. So that means we're going to be closing our waist darts as well. And then our waist darts is not going to be successfully transferred to also our bust darts. So every dart that we need to take on our front bodice has been taken, which are the 3 darts, which is the shoulder, the standard, and the bust. So we now transferred all the 3 darts to the side, which is the bust dart. So it is successfully transferred, and then we have it there. So right now we want to shape our bolero, and then we are going to be shaping the front, which is going to be going to the side seam. So I'm going to be chopping off every other thing that is on the bust dart. Great. Look at what we have there now. So right now, working on our front piece now, we are going to be going to the shoulder now. From the neckline now, you're going to be drawing a curved line to the side seam down. So the connection point is not going to be on your chest line. So you cannot say I want to go in by 1 inch on my chest line if I don't want it to have too much closing. Maybe you want to put like embellishments, you want to put a rope, you want to put anything, a ribbon, you want some spacing. So you can do that. That's why I showed you that. But if you don't want too much opening, and then maybe just the button, or maybe just want to just kiss each other at the chest line. So just leave it at the chest line. Don't go in on the chest line. Like I said, you can go in on the chest line, depends on you. So I didn't go in on my chest line. So I just shape it from, you can see where it's shaped from. It is shaped from the shoulder where the neckline ends, and then we shape it down to the sizing. So now I'm using my marker to outline this out so that we can have it. Key features of a bolero: crop length, open front, sleeve options. You have options with sleeve. It is versatile. You can do puff, you can do long, you can do whatever you want to do that you know is fit. You can do curve. Structure fits, often fitted to the body with a slight curve or tailored darting. You get it. So bolero is a very beautiful choice, and it also give you fabric choices. That is it. Look at what we are there. Beautiful. So now that we are done with the front, we're going to be working with the back. So for our back now, we're just going to be cutting, and then we're going to be chopping off all. We're also going to be bringing it out just the same way we cut out the front. We are also cutting out the back right now, just like you see what I'm doing over there. So after cutting it out, I'm also going to be cutting my dad's house, because I'm going to be copying. Don't forget, this is cut and fold. Your back is not going to be cut and fold, and then your front is not going to be two piece. Do you get that? So that is it. Now for if you're not going to be fully lining your bolero and you want it facing, so you're just going to measure about 2.5. You measure like that, 2.5 inch or 3 inches, depends on how wideness you want for your facing, or 2.5, 3 inches. We also did this in the basic bodice block on how to do that. So when you already outline your facing, you can now place it on another paper, and then you use your tracing wheel to just trace it out, and then you cut your facing. You have it there. So see it in the basic bodice block on how to do that, and you're going to get it right. Right now we have it. Beautiful bolero jackets for you all to always wear and enjoy. Boleros are stylish, versatile, used in both casual and formal. You know that, right? So this is how it's now looking like. You can see how beautiful. Look at that image that is attached to this. It is this pattern that is used to make that, and it is beautiful. It is amazing. It is fully lined, but I still put the facing so that when it reflects from the back, the material is going to be reflecting on the lining. So I put a facing on the lining for the back. So I also cut out the lining, and then I put the facing on the lining for the back. That's why I see the inside and the outside. It is very, very neat. If you need the same classes for this tutorial, you can reach out to us with this mail, DOSEfashions1@gmail.com, or comment here, and we're going to be there to guide you in how to do this. Now let's do the second type, which is the built-up neckline. So for the built-up neckline, you're going to be having an extension before you draft at all. For your butt, for your front, you're going to be having an extension of about 3.5. And then on the upper part, you have about extension. You also have 3.5 extension, because we're going to be building our neckline up, and then we're going to be extending it. So on your neckline, if you're working on the back, look at the way I'm doing my pattern master. So when you want to extend your line, don't just put it straight or cuff it. You put it like it's going outside. Do you get it? So that is why it's like that. You see, like it's going out, just like the shape of the neck, so that it's going to sit well, and there won't be any gaping. So here I'm just going to be doing 3 inches. So I extend the neckline on the center, and then also on the side, and then I put 3 inches. So I'm going to square this together for the back. You can do 2 inches, you can do 2.5, you can even say my built-up is not much, I just want 1 or 1.5. But for this one, it is 3 inches. Like the image you're seeing in this video right now, it is what we use to make this. Okay, so after doing that right now, let me use my marker to outline this. Probably you'll be able to see this very well and clearer. Uses as styling for kimono jacket, for a bolero jacket. I'm saying kimono. I can't wait to teach how to make kimono. Formal wear, perfect over evening dresses or gowns. Bridal accessories, popular for wedding dresses, especially lace or embellished fashion. You get it? Casual chic pairs with tanks, fitted tops, or sleeveless dresses. Also the cultural version of it, inspired by the traditional Spanish matador jackets. So you get it? It's a very beautiful choice of jackets you just know how to do for bridals and for culture, for everything. So you curve that over there, curve the line, and let it curve to the shoulder. Don't make it sharp. Then on our front, where you're going to be extending on your front, it is your shoulder. So just extend it out, just like the same shape is going, not straight. Extend it out. Don't forget all these directions, they are very important, so you won't miss any step. So just go sharp like that, go up, just extend it the way you're going before in the direction, in that manner exactly, and put 3 inches. So after putting your 3 inches, the next thing you want to do now is you're also going to be connecting it down to the side seam, and then you can use your hand to cuff it. You can use your pattern master, you can use the right cuff you have to cuff it. The goal is to get a very good cuff. I say it again, if it's your first time visiting this channel, subscribe, don't miss out. Subscribe so you get to be among the first people to get notified. You get our videos when they pop up. Many variations are coming, and this is our 2nd episode. So the next episode you don't want to miss out. So after doing all that, you can now cut out your pattern. So you can see I've not closed all my darts. I'm just going to go ahead right now and I will close all my darts, and then they will all be transferred to the bust dart. Close your shoulder, close your waist, and then everything is now going to be on the bust dart. So that is it. Perfect. If you have been making use of our videos, I would love to see your practicals. I would love to see your tutorials. Send messages, ask questions, please. Ask questions, do let us know. And also do let us know if there is any tutorial you would love us to make. We'll be there to guide you step by step. It is an online academy that helps you to give your creativity expressions. I hope you're having an amazing time doing this. So right there now, I'm using my pattern master to cuff all this, and then I'm joining the lines together. Like I see in the image over there, that is what is used to make this. So your front now is now going to be 2 pieces, and your back is going to be on fold. And then I use the same fabric for both the lining and then the outside. So it's rare for you to even know the inside and the outside because of the way I designed this. It is designed like a reversible jacket, which I love it, and it's perfect. There's nothing as beautiful as having a neat garment inside and outside. That makes it to look like, that makes you a professional. A professional can show off whatever you show on the inside and on the outside. Alright, creativity community, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you have an amazing time and you enjoy yourself. So after drawing this cuff right now, so the next thing to do, don't forget to notch your shoulder. Okay, so you won't miss where your shoulder is going to start from. And don't forget to add all your seam allowance. We only added the seam allowance at the hem line. We do not add on every other side. So when you are cutting this on your fabric now, you add your seam allowance of half an inch round. You add it on the shoulder and all the shape you have. Add your seam allowance of half an inch round. So right there, I'm curving this. If you don't want just the sharp tip, you can curve it over there. You can create anything you want. It's just an idea of giving you an idea of how it's built up. Creativity is not limited. You can do it anyhow. You can have any style, but just have an idea of how to have your built up and how to properly stretch your line, extend your lines so you don't miss them. Okay, so this is now what it's looking like, and that brings us to the end of today's class. If you make use of all this tutorial, please send your message, ask questions. Guys, please comment, like, share, above all, subscribe. Yes, subscribe. And once again, I remain Mary Adedoyin. I am your fashion tutor. Thank you so much. I see you in our next video. Okay, bye.